I'm a cook and a writer, and I'm obsessed by the world's culinary landscape. I travel the globe to meet the farmers, the fishermen, the chefs, and the local personalities that define one culture from another. I'm Michael Ann Rowe. Follow me off the Beaten Palate. In a province that hugs the U.S. border, there's a long seaboard history with the people, and in the lay of the land that leaves a memory for all who visit. With the ocean bordering 3 sides of the province, a diverse variety of fresh, succulent seafood is only a stone's throw away.
Ah, that's what I call gone fishing.
This is Canada's official bilingual province. It's where you'll find the world's largest tides and some of the best seafood in the world.
Wow.
For me, it's the memory of a fisherman showing up at our door with a bucket of fish, the smell of the salt air, the sight of oysters and lobsters piled high on a picnic table.
I can get used to this.
That takes me back to my home province.
From the tip of the south, feasting all the way to the tip of the north. World-class salmon smokers, fishing lobster in the middle of December, discovering snow crab in the north.
This is dinner time. That's what I'm talking about.
And learning how to cook with all this abundance.
It is my duty to bring you on a seafood and culinary adventure
Oh my God.
you may have only dreamt about until now.
I'm Michael Ann Rowe.
This is gonna look cute.
Not your average foodie.
Is there a resemblance?
I'm a New Yorker, a writer, a restaurateur.
It's a tough job, but somebody's gonna do it.
I don't just eat food. I travel the world to boldly go where no foodie has gone before.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna be good.
Are you coming for the ride? This is Off the Beaten Palate.
This journey begins in a small fishing port called Black's Harbor, home to the world's largest sardine producer, a company that pretty much employs the entire town of about 1,000 people. It's the purse of the herring that keeps these people alive.
They're taking me to a herring weir. I'm too excited. Because growing up in this province, we ate a lot of herring. What's a herring weir? We're about to find out. Do I just climb over here?
Yeah.
All righty. Ah.
Mark is a soft-spoken man, but he knows what he knows, and that is running a herring carrier.
Pulled up to the weir here, right?
Yeah. We'll be in a minute.
And how many fish, how many herring are you going to pull in, do you think?
They hope to have 6 or 7 metric tons.
Did he say 6 or 7 tons?
Well, we'll see if we can get tied up here. He's going. See how we can make out.
So we're here on one of the Connors brothers' fishing boats, and we're at a fishing weir. And the fishing weir is this net here, all rigged up.
Once inside the weir, these guys are hard at it to do what they call purse and seining. The fish are seined or netted using another net with another boat, such as this one inside the weir.
You gotta have some muscles on them. Oh yeah.
The seiner's crew maneuvers down and around inside the weir, and then the seine can be drawn tight or pursed. The herring are then literally brought to the surface.
Holy mackerel, holy herring. This is out of control. There's millions of little fish down there. So how old is this method of catching herring?
Before my time, I'm not really sure how they long before my time.
A vacuum is used to suck the fish through a structure that separates the scales from the fish and moves the fish to the herring carrier. This boat.
This is the part where the fish go down into a tank filled with ice, and then they take it back to the Connors brothers to start processing and canning the herring. Samuels, I love it. This is crazy. So how many herring is that?
Oh, a bunch.
A bunch. And so a sardine is just a smaller herring.
Smaller herring, yeah.
Here, let me get that for you, Mark. Wouldn't want to miss a herring. Now stay in there, you little fellers. Stay in there.
Yuck! So being a shipmate isn't easy after all. And with a boat full of herring, you know you're not alone in this quest.
I like fish, and they like
I tried calling them in. I tried singing to them.
Fish head, fish head. Eat 'em up, yum.
I dare ya, come on. I'm talking breakfast, I'm talking lunch, and I'm talking supper.
Okay, lady, enough already. Oh, well, can't blame a girl for trying.
And with a boat full of 7 metric tons of herring, we were on our way back to shore.
Bye, Mark. It's been a pleasure. Now I know what a herring weir is. Check that one off.
All right, great. See you later.
It was one thing to see how they catch the herring. Now my sights were set on getting inside the world's largest sardine producer. With a little help from my friends, I was in. And there I was, looking like Lucille Ball, ready to explore. What was around the corner was something I never expected.
Oh my gosh, you do it all by hand.
This was a true seeing is believing experience.
Can you go a little faster? They're slippery. I think they are slippery.
But can you believe it?
Look at this.
And just like Lucille, I had good intentions to help out.
How we do it. Right, ladies?
Okay, so I don't know how to sort fish. Brunswick sardines have been around for over 100 years and are distributed around the world to over 40 countries. Now this is what I call pièce de résistance.
Ontario grows the most amazing produce. That's why I'm local, and I would never change.
Just got some nice heavy soils here. Just gives some just amazing sugars and flavors.
Within a 10-minute drive, I'm hitting a dozen of some of the best wineries in the world.
The Niagara River used to flow directly over this property, so we have really unique soil types.
Ontario, Canada has one of the world's fastest growing food and farming clusters. It's the second largest province, but with more than 13 million people, the country's most populated area is right here in what is known as the Greater Golden Horseshoe. The Niagara Escarpment that runs through the region is like a giant rib and provides the province with the gift of rich soils and a unique climate that stimulates a diversified food and farming scene. As we explore the eastern part of the Golden Horseshoe, we'll learn about hydroponic growing and make delicious lamb buns. I travel westward to a world-class equestrian community to visit an artisan apple cidery, and then south to feel the power of Niagara Falls and spend time with the great king of Niagara. In the center of the Golden Horseshoe, I meet celebrity chef Brad Long in Toronto, wet my palate with a mustard connoisseur, and visit 2 of the city's go-to farmers markets. We're going off the Beaten Palate in Ontario, Canada. This journey begins at the top of Toronto's CN Tower. I'm told if you want to see just how massive the center of the Golden Horseshoe is, step out onto the edge walk and see for yourself.
Perfect day for an edge walk. All right, come on out this way. Let's have some fun. Coming out here, you definitely can. Now,
Let me forewarn any of you with height issues or vertigo. You can do this.
you are now standing at 356 meters.
Oh my gosh! Just concentrate on the view. But while you're up here, why not try something you've never done before? Like leaning off the tower.
You can let go. You can do it. You can do it. This is like the most incredible extreme thing I have ever done. Do this again.
And now for my next trick, leaning forward. Oh boy.
That's it. I've got one more thing for you.
Okay, this is my idea of leaning forward. I did it. Not quite like the others, but I did it. That is like a scene out of a Clint Eastwood movie. With its lush green pastures, its acclaimed equestrian community, it's hard to believe the hills and valleys of Caledon are still considered a part of the Greater Toronto Area. It lies within the western Golden Horseshoe region. It's very much protected by the Greenbelt and has all the advantages of sitting on the Niagara Escarpment. and artisan cidery is what brought me to Caledon. Spirit Tree Cidery has all the feel, smell, and tastings of what could compare to that in Italy. While apples take center stage, owner Thomas Wilson wants to create a true food and culture experience.
Thomas,
Hi.
thank you so much for having
Welcome,
me here.
welcome.
I already feel at home. I can smell the bread. So what goes on here at Spirit Tree?
Spirit Tree is something my wife and I came up with as a way to be a food lover's destination. We wanted it to be about apples, about really good baking. So of course it had to be a wood-fired oven. We do lots of things with our fresh pressed apples, as well as baking with apples. So we put it in bread, we make pies, we make little tarts and pastries with it. But it's also about the cider. So we ferment and make hard ciders, as well as having fresh juice. Friday nights is actually our one night where we actually do wood-fired pizzas.
Wow.
So we refire the oven, and we'll hand throw little pizzas, and people can actually come for dinner.
Tell me about Caledon. What goes on
Caledon.
here?
Caledon itself is a real neat area. It's on the escarpment. Just got some nice heavy soils here, so it just gives some just amazing sugars and flavors in the fruits. It's just like the French say is the terroir. It's the ground. It's this region is excellent for us to do the apples to make the ciders we want to make.
So these are what you basically call your, would be a late harvest
Yep.
apple, right?
Yep.
How long does it take to grow an apple tree?
It takes about 4 or 5 years.
And this tree would be?
That would be about 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
Can you taste it?
Wow.
Acids and sugars, like just,
And this turns into cider.
this turns into cider. Let's go try some. Okay, Michael Ann, the first one I'm going to pour for you is our crab apple. This is 100% crab apples that we have fermented into a beautiful rosé cider.
Now, are you supposed to swirl like you do?
You could. This has some big tannins and acids, so you could swirl.
Wow.
It's 100% apples. It's cider. Next, we are going to go with the pub cider. This is our real main cider.
Completely different than
Yep.
the blush or the rosé.
Yep, definitely. And this final one is the ice
Wine cider.
Ice wine cider.
Oh.
This is very special.
It has to be.
It's got a lot more fruit bouquet than ice wines tend to have.
So I'd love to go and pair some of this cider with the pizza that you're going to make. He's promised to make us an apple pizza. So you don't want to miss this. Shall we go?
Let's go.
I feel like a kid all over again when I'm about to make homemade pizza. You feel the dough, you roll the dough,
These are French rolling pins.
and then you can be challenged to throw the dough.
Okay, here's the trick.
You want to bring it up on your hands like this.
Okay, you ready for this?
No.
Have faith? Is that
Have
what you do?
faith.
You gotta have faith.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Michael M, where's the... Hello?
Yep, it's another one of my Lucille Ball moments. I think we'll just tuck that one away, move on. Now check out the ingredients on this pizza. Caramelized onions, a bit of cheese.
This is going to just help bind things a bit.
Okay.
We don't want to go too much. Thin crust, less is more.
I mean, you could stop right there with the onions and the cheese, but there's more.
This is your first layer of the first foam.
Potatoes. And here come those gorgeous apples on pizza.
These are the red apples.
These are
that
the
we
Ida
had.
Reds.
Fresh rosemary, and the perfect marriage with apples, crumbled blue cheese. And if that wasn't enough for your palate, why not throw on some walnuts?
This is hardcore.
Really good. So
There
now
we
we're
go.
going to follow you to the oven.
Yep, now she's going to
The
go in the
magic.
oven.
His wood-fired oven cooks this puppy in about 90 seconds. No doubt at 764 degrees. Would you look at the love that's coming out of that oven? That's got my name written all over it.
Shall we try it?
Let's try.
I think so.
Here we go.
Now for the taste test of the pizza, I can't thank you enough. I'm going to thank you now because
Yes.
my mouth is going to be full of pizza.
I hope you aren't disappointed.
The apple pizza, here we go. It's an off the beaten palate pizza is what it is.
Good job, girl.
This journey begins in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains to wide open pasture, clean fresh air, and free roaming cattle. 20 kilometers west of Calgary, we go to LJ Ranch. And with my new rancher outfit, I'm ready to turn into a cowgirl.
If you want to experience Alberta, this is the way to do it.
There's plenty to do on LJ Ranch. You can learn how to ride, you can train your own horse, and you can even work on the ranch. And today, I'm actually droving cattle. Not too shabby for an East Coaster, eh? We're moving these cattle to another pasture. This is a unique ranch. Both Lindsay and Joy pride themselves in birth and beef. Joy is a community midwife, while Lindsay and his son Travis work at raising Angus cross cattle naturally.
Our customers want to know where their beef is coming from, and that they're handled right and fed right, not crowded in pens and not fed a bunch of artificial feeds. It's fresh air, lots of room, not a lot of people around. We keep it as simple as we can, and we feed them free choice of good hay that we grow here, and free choice of barley. So it's that barley that gives them that extra marbling in the meat, a little more tenderness, and we don't feed any corn. Corn has a different flavor. Americans, when they come to Alberta and they eat Alberta beef, they go, that tastes very different, and it does. We handle our cattle on horseback. I don't like to use quads or vehicles for working cattle. We try to do things natural, not just the way we raise them, but the way we handle them. Okay, so Michael Ann, Travis and I will show you kind of what we do in the field.
And then I'm gonna get
Then you're going to be a cowgirl and rope this thing.
This is gonna be fun.
So we practice on a machine, on a dummy like this, we call it. And so I'll rope the head and Travis will rope the heels to give you an idea.
I think this is a good way for me to start.
Okay. And Travis would pick the heels, and our horses are trained, they would hold it, and we could get off and look after it. Okay, so I built the loop for you. That's how big it should be. You swing it around in front of you, and then with the tip kind of down. This is the fun part about instructing.
That feels good, Lindsay. That feels real good.
Wait, no.
You see, it's all in the hips.
Okay, now let go of the rope. Ready, set, now. You almost got it. Let me build this up for you, and you try it on your own. Put your left foot forward. There. Okay, you gotta wiggle your hips a certain.
I know there's a cowgirl dance in there somewhere. Line dancing.
The cow's gonna be clean out of the country if you don't get a rope pretty soon.
Oh yeah? Just watch me wind up here.
Okay, Hotshot, let's see your stuff.
Woohoo!
Go rope the cow.
I caught myself a real cowboy.
I can't believe you did that.
I am now certified, countrified, and Alberta-sized. That was a thrill.